What is going on, everyone? Today's video is completely different. For YouTube, I wouldn't normally aim to send a message to set companies, but I kind of feel like we need to at this point. First things first, if you haven't noticed the video that's going around on TikTok, a lot of the drivers are kind of peed off that 20p is the offer that you're putting across to us. And I get it. We were told that this is going to be like a test zone, but at the end of the day, the fact that we have to wait 10 minutes before we even receive the 20p for a minute afterwards is kind of a bit of a joke. And then you also made it clear that check-in points are for riders to send a message back to yourself, in other words, so that you know how long a rider's been waiting in that restaurant to collect an order. Which, for me, that makes sense, right? But at the same time, I realized checking in was so that you guys can monitor when we get to the restaurant, even though we hit arrived at a restaurant. So I'm assuming that the data that's coming back to you, well, you don't really feel like it's accurate, hence why the checkpoints came into play. But at the end of the day, it's now a fact of where that I don't think, me personally, myself, I don't feel valued working for Deliveroo. So how would any of the other drivers feel valued? You made it clear that we can get paid for 30 minutes of waiting time, but in 30 minutes of waiting time, I could do easily about 13 to 15 pound on UberEats alone. Why would I want to wait that half an hour for an order that's more than likely for 15 minutes giving me £1, which doesn't quite add up? Bear in mind, it's 20p per minute. So, and obviously I understand that was a, what's the word? An example you were giving us, but at the same time, it doesn't really work for the example. Because I think you have to remember a lot of the drivers are foreign, so what they're taking in is the information that they need. If you're misleading people, it's kind of a bit confusing, really. Because at the end of the day, I think a lot of us have been through this with Just Eat, and I don't think I've ever had a good overpay from Just Eat for waiting around in a restaurant. Maybe some riders have popped up a little image and they show you a little change, but they've been waiting there for a long time for that order. And with Just Eat back in these days, you couldn't just drop an order and move on. Now, with Deliveroo, I don't know if you guys think that this is gonna delay people dropping orders and going to collect an order that is ready, rather than wasting 20 minutes, half an hour. And the fact that you've acknowledged that we could end up having to wait half an hour for one order is crazy. You should be doing something about the restaurant rather than telling us, hey, we're gonna give you 20p for per minute after 10 minutes of waiting time. After 10 minutes of waiting time. If this is the things that drivers are supposed to look forward to from when Deliveroo now partnerships with DoorDash, it's already failing, it's going downhill. And a lot of the drivers in America already gave us that hint that, yeah, DoorDash ain't gonna do you no good. And it looks like we're seeing proof of that already, which isn't a good sign. Just Eat, I'm gonna pop something up on the screen for you lot while I was blowing out my own personal information. But something you need to realize is, A, I had a shift this morning, B, I can't do my shift. Why? Because the application won't let me complete my ID. So I think you guys really need to look into this steps and process that you have drivers doing, because it's not working. It's like this open zone thing. Your open zone is only for them to select a shift that no one doesn't want. Get it together, please. Like, all drivers need to be on the same page as the company. And right now, a lot of the information is misleading. It's wrong. I'm not waiting around for 20p a minute. I'll tell you that from now. I'd rather drop your order and go grab an Uber order, knowing that it's ready for me to go. How can you acknowledge the fact that we have to wait 30 minutes for an order? Well, how does that make any sense? For those that are wondering on YouTube, this is your video for today. I do apologize. I've been extra busy, but come in the next few days, I have something new for you all, something a little bit different, etc. And we'll be building towards that. But yeah, you guys need to let me know if you want more videos of Will as well, because he's got a couple Just Eat shifts, Amazon shifts, and we can film the Amazon shift to a certain degree. But yeah, look out for that. Peace.